Welcome to the Old School Art Gallery and the Yorkshire Dales Photography Show. I'm Richard Walls and this is one of a series of short videos looking at the work of the photographers involved. And today I'm going to be looking at the photographs of a good friend of mine, Anthony Shaughnessy. I've known Anthony for many years, back from our IT days and from when we shared a stall at the Arts Mixed Market in Leeds trying to sell our photographs. During all this time he's been a font of knowledge, a sounding board and a companion in the field. Anthony has a pure, uncompromising approach to photography, in that he photographs the places and scenes that appeal to him in his own way, regardless of commercial considerations or social media likes. When out in the landscape, Anthony is not looking for scenes, subjects or compositions. Instead, he feels out for certain shapes, textures and forms of growth. And like many photographers, he's drawn to complexity rather than simplicity, complex textures, fractal textures, detail within detail, the texture and detail you might find on a weathered outcrop of rock, and to sinewy, willowy growth and shapes that wind through the picture. Often he looks for what he calls sharpness in the mist, a picture full of swirling softness punctuated here and there by outcrops of astringent sharpness. A contrast like the taste of sharp raspberries in double cream. The mist doesn't have to be literal, it's more often rough moorland grass or tree foliage in autumn. Wharfdale wildflowers is the perfect example of Anthony's approach. The day is overcast, the sky leaden with heavy cloud. The lack of glare helps to emphasise the colours of the meadow flowers, which are at their height. The flowers provide sharp detail, whilst the limestone rock provides texture, weight and form. Both are softened by the mist formed of grass. The form of the limestone echoes the form of the landscape with its rolling, hummocky growth. The rocks and flowers sit in the landscape, small and perhaps insignificant, except when juxtaposed in this way, and the composition deliberately sets these elements within the context of the overall landscape, the viewer's eye being drawn along the valley to the distance and on to the horizon and the sharp outcrop of the Coniston Pie, a distinctive natural limestone outcrop. The image is sharp from the first block of limestone in the foreground to the far horizon, and so the viewer is presented with form within form, detail within detail, texture within texture. Post-processing balances the foreground and the background so that one doesn't overpower the other. Anthony's work provides a different perspective on the Dales landscape than the classic views you might typically find. His photographs reflect what Anthony saw and experienced, and what the viewer would have seen and experienced if they'd taken the time to explore and appreciate the scene. It's the real Dales landscape, the sort you encounter when hiking over the fells. And that's what makes his work refreshingly immediate and real.